implementing the policies is not one-way traffic. It's supposed to come from the community, the civil society, the private sector, and also and more from the government. So it is us to dialogue with the government and ensure that these policies are being implemented. But when policies are ignored, which has been the case in Kenya since we started making our policies, we have one of the best policies, some of the best policies in the world, but again, they are not being implemented. And this is also being promoted by corruption in our country. Wakina mama, hasa wale wako on reproductive health days, age, hawapati the right services. For example, now in Kenya we are talking about shisha, whatever it's called. But you find that we used to have those platforms where women could go to the hospital and then they give birth and they go home with paying very little. Nowadays, you find that women giving birth in the hospital, they still share the bed. Some are sleeping on the floor, whereas we have devolution and health is devolved, and we have a lot of money that is going to health. And again, still, it is not happening. Considering that as much as we are doing a lot with the community, on prevention of gender-based violence, on ensuring that women are economically empowered, on ensuring the climate resilience and climate justice. But again, a lot negativity are still happening, including defilement of our girls, gender-based violence, a violation of women human rights.
We have to break down these cultural barriers and religious barriers because we have stigma of talking about these issues. For example, in an Islamic setup or Christianity setup, these topics are discussed only by women, but women themselves also are now fearing to discuss about them because even the girls nowadays, they know more than even what we in the 80s used to know. So we should make this thing very open, like in schools, social studies, and even churches, in community level, in churches, and in all other spaces which are very, very open for us to be able to speak about it. Because these girls talk amongst themselves. So if we don't talk to them and with them, they'll end up making the wrong decision about their body. We have cultural and religious barriers which are affecting this injustice. And what to do on this situation or this problem is advocate more on advocacy programs and empower more on the community level and create more awareness to these women and create a safe space and sustainable institution where women can get equal access to justice, equal access to economic empowerment or economic services that will enable her to get empowered. Whereby the women are left out in matters economic balance or matters economic empowerment or in matters women empowerment. That is the voice that came out very clearly. We have cultural and religious barriers which are affecting this injustice. And what to do on this situation or this problem is advocate more on advocacy programs and empower more on the community level and create more awareness to these women and create a safe space and sustainable institution where women can get equal access to justice, equal access to economic empowerment or economic services that will enable her to get empowered. Another issue of gender-based violence at the community centers. We have also realized in Kilifi County, perhaps it came out very, very accurately, the cultural barriers and the religious barriers affecting them. And the early child marriages, the sodomy cases happening here randomly, here and then it's coming out. We are happy that now even the religious leaders are coming out from Lamu and even Mombasa.